All right, welcome everyone. Give me just about 2 minutes and we will get started. All right. Hello, Mary. All right, let's check Facebook really fast. I'm running just a tad bit late. Freeway was a mess today. All right. Facebook looks good. Let's check the sound. Whoa. All right, sound is up and running. All right. Give me about 30 more seconds and we will kick off our Wednesday night motivation. Whew, the freeway was rough today. Man, it took me forever to get moving around. But I am ready to go. All right, it is now a little after 7, but I am ready to kick it off. So thank you everyone for joining. Again, sorry I just barely made it, but sorry again that I'm late because traffic was bad. So shalom. Welcome mouth pagers. Happy Wednesday. Yom Revi'i. Happy Wednesday. Hope everyone has had a great day and a great week. Wow. It's already Wednesday. Wednesday. That means Saturday is almost here. Purim is almost here. So get your hamantashen out. Hamantashen is a triangle pastry filled with yummy goodness. So try it out if you've never tried it before. It is delicious. It's a dessert. So So I will talk a little bit more about food here in a second. But I am Rabbi Yak, located outside San Francisco. MouthPage is an online spiritual community that talks about food. No, I'm just kidding. I'm hungry, as you can see. I'm ready to eat. Munch, munch, munch. We are an online Jewish synagogue. Every Monday through Thursday, we do live weeknight motivations at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. And if Rabbi Yak is on the road too long, he gets a little hungry. And every Friday is our Shabbat service at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And this Friday we will do our Purim service. So please check out our service this Friday. I really appreciate it. And check out all of our services live on Facebook and on our website. Our website is mouthpage.com. So for those of you who are new to our community, thank you for watching. And our regulars, thank you for watching. And our weeknight motivations are designed to help each of you get motivated from a hard day, a hard week, and get ready for the week ahead. I try to make them short and powerful. Usually lasts about 10 minutes, sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more. We have been going live now for over 11 weeks. Woohoo! And we are now over 5,000 diehard mouth pagers liking us and following us on Facebook. Thank you so much. We are growing at a rapid pace. Let's kick it off. Let's kick it. Let's kick it into gear. Let's get over 6,000. So I hope you find our community a place where you can grow spiritually. Please continue to help our community grow worldwide. The more people we can connect with, the more people we can help grow spiritually. Please feel free to chat with one another on Facebook or either on live chat or even shoot us an email. So let's go ahead and kick off our weeknight motivation. So tonight we'd like to do the declaration of faith in one God, which Jews call it Shema Israel. So I'll do it in English first. Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. So every night I post Mouth of the Days. It's our version of Word of the Day. So Got some cool things all the time I post, so check it out. If you happen to miss any of our services, we have all of our services archived either on Facebook, on our website, or on our YouTube channel, Mouthpage Spiritual Community. So this week's motivation is to discuss Purim week. Last night we discussed costumes, right? Time to celebrate. Costumes. And tonight's motivation is good eats. Why does food matter? Why does food matter? So why? Why does food matter? Rabbi Yak, why? How can food be a motivator? Rabbi Yak, why are we talking about food tonight? What is that going to motivate? We all know you're hungry. We all know you're starving. But glad you asked. So I can tell you from my experience, every time I went over to my grandma's house, whether it was my mother's mom or my father's mom, their cooking was outstanding. My mom's mom would make homemade pasta with her hands, and she would just put on the flour, and you could just watch her roll it out and with her hands and the rolling pin, and man, she just moved so fast, and it was like an art form watching her. She wasn't picking up the phone, dialing for delivery. She wasn't standing in line at the fast food joint. She was making it. And I'm telling you, there was no pasta like this pasta. No pasta like this pasta. I mean, wow. It was amazing. I mean, she could make all kinds of different kinds of pasta. The long, skinny kind, the short, little, fat, round ones, the tall ones, skinny ones. Any type you think, she could make it. And then anything left over, that was breakfast. She'd roll it up, pat it down, poof, put it in a deep fryer, poof, and that was breakfast. My other grandma, same thing, homemade. I mean, man, beef stroganoff, dumpling soup or matzo ball soup, however you want to call it, homemade pies. I mean, everything was awesome. But when you went over there, any stress, I was an athlete, so I used to go to, practice, and coming right after sports, and you'd be exhausted, you'd be tired, right? But when you're over there, you just forget about all your struggles, all your stresses, all your sorenesses. It was like this food had this positive aura about itself. It was like my grandma would give you a piece of her pasta or a piece of her homemade stroganoff, and you'd be like, you'd be like melting in your mouth type of thing, right? You'd just be in love with the food. You'd forget about anything. But that's the same thing here. This week we talk about celebration. And food is a big part of that. Food is a big part of celebrating with one another, with festivities and joy and happiness. How many of us have ever been to a party before? A Super Bowl party. And you have to bring something. And I'm not talking chips and dip, unless you make the dip. But I'm not talking about that store-bought stuff. I'm talking about the homemade. You actually take the tortillas and throw it into the fryer and make homemade chips and homemade guacamole. Every time I'm invited, you got to bring some food. You ask them, what do you want me to bring? I'll bring chips and dip or bring a dessert. This is your time to shine. Can food bring people together? You bet it can. You bet it can. Can food relieve stress? Yeah. Every time I go over to my grandma's house, I forget even what was going on in the world because their food was so delicious. Can food help love? Well, what's the first thing most of us do when we go on dates? We go to a place to eat, right? Or we invite the loved one over for our cooking, or we go to a restaurant. We don't just like jump on ladders. We're doing something with food, right? Can food resolve problems? Sure. You can have a really bad day arguing with someone, grab a piece of my grandma's food, and the next thing you know is like, you're like, whoa, what was I mad about? Sure. Because a lot of times food could also calm you down. Can food save lives? Sure. Starving people? Sure. You could say that. Sure, it could. It could. Can food heal? Sure. If you read back in the Bible, you see when the Israelites were walking through the desert and they were starving and they were looking for God for bread, and God gave them bread, right? Food can heal. Food can relieve stress and anxiety. So Purim week is about enjoying, right? Enjoyment right now. It's about the party afterwards, about us enjoying our time. And food is part of that, because you dress up, you go to costume parties, you want to eat food, you bring stuff over. Food is a big part. Every time we go to places, that's the first thing you think of. You think of food, right? My mother makes food all the time when we were kids, homemade desserts, and she'd make her homemade pizza to die for, by the way, at least in my opinion. I mean, wow. Haven't made it in a while, so I know my mom's watching, so pizza is on the menu. But that is just something that you remember. It's memories. It's memories. And food brings people together. So the word of the day that I like to break down is food. How can food be positive, right? F. Friends, family gathered together in unity. Sure. Look at Thanksgiving, for example. People come over and to eat this huge meal. Same thing with Passover meal. Same thing with Purim. This big meal, friends and family gather together. Super Bowl parties, people gather together. Oh, other people's food can make great memories. Every time I think about my grandma's cooking, I can think about all the great memories. The great meals that they make during the holidays. And everybody comes together and they're laughing and they're giggling and they got, sauce all over their face and their hair. Or maybe that was just me. And, the laughter, the giggles that come along with that. Oh, open your hearts to others, because, when you're coming over and you're helping prepare meals or you're bringing food, your heart is opening up, because next thing you know, your mouth is starting to open up. Sure, I'm sure, like, my sister, the wine is opening up, right? Just kidding. But, well, not really. But that's where your hearts open up. And D, doing nice things for others is what God wants us to do. Bringing food isn't just about food, what it represents. It brings people together. So before we end tonight's motivation, I'd like to close with prayers and birthday wishes. So I hope you like my take on food. Hope you're all hungry now, ready to eat. I know I am. I'm looking at my clock going, okay, are we done? Because I am starving. So let's go ahead and do prayers and birthday wishes. I'd like to pray for Bruce's recovery, Catherine's recovery, Alice's healing and peace, Bill's healing, Ren's healing, Mikey's healing, Joanna, who's in the hospital with cancer, Ken's illness, Mike's up-and-coming surgery, and Susie's healing. I'd like to also pray for the peace in the world and people to get along. See lots and lots of stress and anxiety in the world, so we need to really pray for peace. And happy birthday to Scott and Melody. To do Psalm 133 tonight, especially talking about food and bringing people together. So, how good and pleasant is it for brothers and sisters to dwell together in unity. Hini ma tov u'ma'anayim shevet gam yachad. So I want to thank all of you for watching tonight. Please check out our motivational services every Monday through Thursday, live on Facebook or on our website, 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And Friday, our Shabbat service at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And this Friday on our Shabbat service, we're going to do a Purim service. So please check it out. Also, check out our website, www.mouthpage.com, as well as our YouTube channel at Mouthpage Spiritual Community. And don't forget to like us and follow us on Facebook. Mouthpage is a non-profit organization, so please feel free to donate whenever you can. Thank you so much. I want to wish all of you a happy week. And remember, help others to be nice. God bless. And Lila Tov. I love you all. Thanks for watching. Oh, hello, Marty. I see that you're on. Aha! You like my comment, I see. All right. Talk to you later.